Well, there was a need with my boys for a coach at their younger days. So yeah.
It was actually quite interesting. It was really just the president of the club previously just said to me, "You look like a coach." And up until that point, I'd never really considered it before. But I think just planting that seed made me think about that I could do it, and that I really wanted to spend time with my son. So it wasn't.
My kids, so I got my four eldest all love playing soccer. So get time to spend time with the kids.
Yeah, probably similar, just involved in playing at a young age. Kind of wanted to be the coach that I wanted to have.
There wasn't enough coaches for my under-6 team, so they said if they didn't find coaches that he wouldn't be able to play soccer, so I put my hand up.
I like to help, I like to get involved, and my son started playing or wants to play soccer, so that's why I got involved.
But I've got 3 boys who enjoy the game, and I thought it was a good way to get back into the game, because I gave it up for about 15-20 years. So it was just a good start. They were young. We started when they were under 7, coaching them, and just gone with them through the years.
I think the biggest thing that I feel is that you've got to want to do it. It's got to be something you really want to do, and I think from there it will flow.
Just get involved. I think you know, there's always drills that work and ones that don't work. So just try things.
Yeah, definitely work at their level is a big one. You know, there's no point teaching your kids these amazing set piece routines if they can't kick the ball. So yeah, 100%. You want to evaluate where they are and just go from that. Take small steps. Key to coaching is progression, so start small and work up from there.
Have a go, because it is absolutely amazing to be able to pour your time and energy into helping kids develop with their confidence and also with their skills.
I think good communication skills and good leadership skills is a big one. Technically, I don't think you need to be a good soccer player. I just think you've got to be good with the kids, and like Luke was saying, bring yourself down to their level and teach at that level and speak to them. And
nothing, just a willingness to help lead children in sport. And if you've got a heart for kids, it's pretty easy. You can learn the skills of soccer from YouTube videos like I did, because I've never.
Probably having the kids love the game. You know, after every match on a Saturday morning, you know, whether they win or lose, and having them still want to come back every week. Yeah, I think that's sort of success. You know, having kids want to play and want to love the game.
Just a love for the game, really, and if you really enjoy soccer and getting involved, that's it. Patience is one of them as well with the youngsters.
Give them all a football. That's the most basic thing. And the other thing I find works really well is turn everything into a competition. Because the kids love competitions, and if you can do that, you'll have them engaged the whole time.
It's really good to have in your mind when you decide to run a drill. Let's think about realistically how's that going to run. So if I'm going to run a shooting drill, the first thing that pops in mind is line everyone up and have a shot. But really, you're going to have kids standing in the cold for 1 to 2 minutes. You're going to have kids chasing their balls. So you really want to think realistically, okay, how can I get everyone involved? Can I get a few people passing the guy the ball and then we have a shot? Get 4 or 5 of us involved at the same time, as opposed to the standard, everyone line up, everyone kick the ball kind of thing. So yeah, kind of think ahead, bit of organisation, think ahead, think realistically how that drill is going to work and how it's set up.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I like to try and make it fun, so you know, trying to keep that fun aspect and still trying to keep some order with the kids, but with the 6-year-olds, yeah, quite a challenge.
You'll find with kids, as they get, well, any group that you're coaching, they haven't got a long attention span, so you've got to keep them involved as much as possible. So if you're trying, what I try to do is break the team up into 3 or 4 groups so they can all be busy on a different drill at a different time.
Yeah, look, I probably the biggest influence in my coaching over the years has probably been a guy that coached my older boy, Gary Williams. Just watching the way he does it, I think has probably shaped a lot of my philosophies around my coaching. Obviously we're different people, but I've picked up a lot from Gary over the years.
I can't honestly say that I know any other coach well enough to replicate myself, but just from some of the other coaches in the club, I've stolen some drills and copied some of the things they do.
No, not really. I think I've just taken the skills I've learned and from the things I've watched online to teach the kids those skills.
Yeah, they're just kids, man. Like, they need to learn. First of all, they need to learn to enjoy the game. If they're not enjoying it, they're gonna suck at it. That's pretty simple stuff. I'm a very paternalistic leader, so I tend to lead more relationally. So try and get a relationship with the kids and try and let them motive for playing well because I have a relationship with them. That's kind of how I work.
No, not at all. I don't follow coaches. It's only under 8s at the moment. So the goal is to encourage them in their sport, help build their confidence so that they can take it through their career if they.
Not really, because I never thought about coaching until I had 3 sons. I did coach a little bit when I was, in my late 20s, but that was more on a senior level, and that was more, everyone was, adding their bits in, and it was more team coaching itself.
New drills, yeah, pretty much all of my stuff comes off the FFA site, and because we're in the 16s, I use the game training phase on the FFA curriculum, which is really good.
There's a lot of stuff online. YouTube is your friend. Yeah, there's lots of different PDF books available that you can download and have a look at. Just look up soccer drills online. There's a whole heap there, coming from various soccer magazines.
I've done a couple Football West coaching courses. They give you a ton of handouts. Just a bunch of booklets, different aims, different drills that you can do, and yeah, like you say, you just find it online, heaps of resources to find it. Ask other coaches as well, ask them what they do that they can find that's been successful.
Online, actually, we're doing a lot of research, so I'm not much of a coach, so it was my first year, so yeah, I've been looking at lots of online video and online resources.
Formally in terms of writing down like this worked well, this not. Invariably what I do after a session is I just sort of think about, well, did that work? Did it not work? Why didn't it work? I know this year is probably the first year for a long time that I've had an assistant coach, so that's been good because I can get some immediate feedback from someone else who's been watching the session and saying, well, maybe we could have tried that, maybe we could have tried this. But
yeah, I see a couple of the boys outside of training, so yeah, often ask them, how do you think this went, how do you think that went, what was wrong with this? Self-evaluation is really cool, really helpful tool. Just takes a couple minutes. Okay, was there anything wrong with that drill? And if so, how can we fix it? Yeah.
I look at the game and where their skills could improve, and then we bring that into coaching the following week. So
I do, on the drive home afterwards, I think Did the guys enjoy that? If not, why? How can we improve it? You know, I try to keep them as busy, and I want the enthusiasm to be there, because there's nothing worse than a boring training session. So if you can have a jam-packed with fun ideas, exercises, skills for them, and at least then they know that they're getting the benefit of it.